Alternative Gaming!
And this is Dad speaking with Luke. What do we got today?
This weird dude with a weird thing on his head.
That would be a weird girl. Maybe? No, that's a weird dude.
And it looks that he has the speakers, or he has a squid on the back of his neck with tentacles grabbing onto his chest. That's what I'm assuming it, basically. Try two.
Let's see what we get.
This is try number 2, because this is being weird earlier, because it was all black and white. There was no colorations.
It's still kind of weird, but at least we have color again.
Yes.
We don't seem to have any of the music on this one, so I may have to pick up a different memory card soon. But
is that like Queen Club? Is that like that band?
No, it's a club in Paris. It's called Queen. But good.
Shouldn't it be in England?
Jukebox, exit jukebox, video mode. Yeah, we're gonna be okay with that. So simply put, I don't need to save the settings. Simply put, what this is a quick way of making mixes on a PlayStation. And I was hoping to make mixes.
That looks like a turtle.
Possibly for the beginning of our videos. I wanted to show Luke. This is a drum and bass club. There's different clubs on here. Now we're going to the end of the beginning. The idea basically is taking little segments of music and making them into something playable. Now I'm going to have to move our picture, so hopefully it's not too weird for you guys. And I've never really seen anyone move their picture in the middle of a video.
I have.
I so want to.
I have them.
Let's play what they have already. So see, if you look, the little bar going along hits the little segments of music and activates those pieces of music. Now, for the most part, that's pretty easy.
Can we just delete all this stuff? How? Like one swipe?
Oh, I'm trying to remember how the quick way to delete is. I'm sure there's a good one though.
Maybe? Press O. Press O. By the way, proof you're playing it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh. Okay, let's clear the mix. Okay. I'm trying to recall. I want to do that. Sorry, this is taking me a moment. Stop that. Ow, this joystick is being weird. This joystick's one that wants to go to the right.
You say. It's always what it is. The joystick's being weird. It's not you either, is it?
This one may be a trasher, boo.
How much do those things cost?
Depends on where we get them. Hopefully Onets has a good sale on these things, because, you know me, can't be cheap. Maybe some of the buttons weren't working because of the thing wanting to scroll, like the scroll was taking over, you know? Let's see, I'm going to take the extension cord off, unless we want to sit in the back of your room and do this.
I don't think so.
don't think we're going to be able to save anything on this particular save card, but...
Did I play the book?
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Here? Sorry about that. Mixer, groove generator, exit club, live jam, video mode. I think the arranger's what we want. Why am I not getting to the arranger? Oh, hold on. No. I'm trying to remember how to get to the actual thing here, bro.
I can probably find it as fast as you can.
No, it's a possibility. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. Aha! Right button. And that moves you from place to place. And then you can play this little guy. Square plays the individual pieces. So, and the thing is you can like cut and paste it and move pieces all around. If you want this thing to be louder, sometimes what I do instead of like just cranking on the individual volume is just put multiple pieces. But why don't we put the volume up on this a little bit so you can hear it better. Well, you got 3 of them that are going to be on top of each other, so what you can do is like go blank, 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 blank down about 8 to 10 bars or whatever, and keep it repeating because part of the thing of music is the repetition. I think I'm going to shrink us a little bit. There, that gets us out of the way. Then you can pick up another beat, or you can go over here. There's vocals, loops are pretty cool, FX. And the thing is you layer these different pieces and change them with little bits, and you end up actually creating a real song. Yeah, they developed this part of the game a lot. Let's hear what that does so far. So, remember how to change positions? Why don't you go over here and try something different to add in there? There's like vocals and, oh, keyboards. That's vocals. I think if you hit X, you might get it. Maybe square. You can actually sample the pieces as you're going along, which is pretty cool too. Then you can like say add the 5 after the 4, because sometimes these pieces, their progression together works well, or you can change the progression pieces. So why don't you play what you have now? Oh.
Okay, I'm making this groovy ghost. It's like cool. The groovy goalie. Right?
Yeah. Now throw a vocal or a extra or a sphere or something.
I'm gonna use the latest vocal of them all.
You mean the latest key? I'll throw it out the end here. Because you already have some keys going, you might as well just...
Throw it out your gap. I don't like that one.
Well, then we're going to have to figure out how to take that out. Well, don't go that way. Okay, go on top of it, try and hit one of the buttons. I think circle or... maybe circle? There you go. Yeah, go like pick up a sphere or something, because the spheres are pretty cool. I like the spheres a lot. The keys are awesome. The End is one of my favorite clubs to work out of for this. They have... Sphere. Well, play a sphere, you'll kind of get it. Evil Resident. You don't want that. You can go a little further down. Ghost Rail. Another Evil Resident. There you go. Yeah, the spheres don't stand necessarily independently. If you get the right one in the right spot, like you got a really cool thing like you've got there, and it's got this kind of stopping transition, you can throw like in there and it might carry the piece into the next level. I mean, it's really an interesting musical kind of tutorial almost. It's like, this is how you can make music. Let's see what it does with this.
This has a...
I think I might have to take this for my music. You're making it a little dark.
It's a little groovy. It's like a groovy goalie. It's got that groovy aspect and goalie freak aspect. What's this?
FX. Just sample the FX. Go over to the FX and hit the square on any of the numbers. As usual, he's picking these things up like 10 times faster than I do. Yeah, hopefully I can find my memory card and share out some of the stuff.
That doesn't work.
Well, I'll find another shorty in there and go further down. There's a ton of them. Now, the thing is something labeled FX in this club is going to be different than FX in, say, Ibiza. Actually, is Ibiza one of the clubs in this? I can't remember. Or Queen. Zouk in, I think, Singapore.
Oh, no. Love that. That doesn't work. Please don't freak out.
Try a loop real quick. Now the thing is you can... I've had it where I've had like 18 out of the 20 things going, where some of the pieces are repeated, and then I've got some underpin pieces, and because it produces a crescendo, which is a loudening of the music. It gets louder and louder and louder, and it builds up into this just storm of sounds. But yeah, see, because the loops give it some really neat stuff.
That sounds identical.
They're similar, not identical. That actually played out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Vocal. That means human voice. And some of them are really fun. Just give a couple vocals a shot real quick, because it's...
You got to dance, people, dance. Oh my God, the mercy, white man.
It's not all this guy, by the way.
Yes, chocolate pie. Are you ready for this? Them are good. Yes, you are ready for war. They won't grow, they are in a shaman, they might do not pay blood. Yes. DJ sound, yeah.
Respect my authority!
I'm throwing this in with the bunch. Get that creepy robot. How does this have to do with vocal? This doesn't sound very vocal. That doesn't work.
It's a vocal sound, but it's not a human. Yeah, just try a couple more of the vocals, because there are some really fun things in these vocals. And different clubs have different vocals again. I mean, again, this was a really well-developed game for me. Well, one of our personal favorites are, they all sound the same. Oh, that's good.
Show me love which comforts me.
Overload. Sensation overload. Tell me about.
You know, it's funny, I remember playing with this, and
Maybe,
some of the things you're finding in
I
here
don't
that I
think
never
I've done
had.
X.
Oh, extras, yeah.
I don't want to hear that awesome screen. What's the one for Eddie?
Now this is the fading string extras. Intense. That'll work.
I can't even.
It gets lost. One thing you can do is put a second one down.
I'm saying like it. Such a.
No, not on top of it, right below it. And that should make it double its sound.
I kind of like that subtle.
One thing you can do you see that 8? You can go off for like 150 to 200, boo. You don't have to stick on this one piece of thing. It'll just keep going on me. I don't know. But the thing is
I kind of wanted to just kind of
go for it now. One segment.
Yeah.
I'll try other loops then. This may not be your piece.
I actually like this piece.
Well, yeah, but it may not go here. You know, it's... Just try different things.
Let's try.
The drums?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you haven't.
that would fit in.
You don't have to fill in those spots, honey. Usually I try and make a row of drums, a row of voices, a row of loops. That way you don't have to... Believe me, when you're doing it, you want to keep your rows of the stuff the same. Like when you're actually making a bigger piece, because you'll start getting confused eventually. So there's loops, extras, spheres, and bass. And bass is what you started with. That was your 137 and your zeros. Now, one thing about creating music is you want to create a theme and then make alterations in the theme. And if you're going to make a big change, there should be some kind of segue.
Segue?
Yeah, not something nerds ride around on, but something that's an actual change. Yeah, because something even subtle like that kind of difference, but maybe keeping the 04, 07, 04, 07 on your keys or something.
That's like insane sounding.
So see if you change without something to help it go the rest of the way. It had better have a reason for it.
Sounds like old techno.
Well, good, because this helps make techno music. This is the techno of techno. It's the piece de la resistance. The wonderful little thing. Okay, it's not a piece de la resistance, but it's certainly this is a fascinating tool to make this stuff. So I've been thinking about this, and obviously if we're playing, if it's incredibly into the realm of retro, what are PS2 games? We just call those old games.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, that was a fairly good transition. I like that.
Extras kind of worked.
That would be good, because that would carry that theme we established with the other one. You should probably put it down with the other one, though. Not on top of it, but, you know, like next to it. Or underneath. Let's see if they work together or conflict. think? Did they work together, or did...
I think they worked.
Okay.
What about you?
I think they work too. Put that in there too. There's that kind of something creepy going on sound to it, I guess. So, one thing I'm hoping for, if anyone is actually producing music with their PlayStation 2 or any of their old systems, and again, it has to be, you know, family friendly because this is lucrative gaming here. You know, I'd like to see you sharing the music to this video, and we'll check it out. Hey, we're another couple of views, and if anyone else catches this, they might be too. That's pretty sweet. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to save much of this. You want to give it a shot? Save early, save often. That is always the big rule.
This is where they can get like, this has 5 million soundtracks.
I am not entirely sure what they got, but when you think about it, they've got about 100 in each thing, 8 on each thing. That's 800. 7 clubs. There's about 5,000 sounds in this game you can work with between 8 clubs. Now it is organized where it's about 50 to 150, sometimes 200, 300 depending. But that's a lot to work with. It really, now the thing is if you put a bunch of 94s next to each other, it's going to, you know, and you can put like variance pieces in there. It's pretty cool when it happens. Now, do you want to try Ejay Club and see what kind of sounds they got? Like, save this? Because you got a lot to show, unless you want to title the video.
Sounds like one of those Asian commercials.
Yeah, kind of. What he's talking about specifically is someone made a video of Asian commercials. It's not like a weird, slurry kind of joke at anyone's expense, and it really does kind of sound like some of the things that were in the commercials, not all Asian speech. Now, one thing you can do is start from where you left off. That way you don't have to keep going all the way. If you get a 7-minute piece, you have to keep going back and back and back.
I kind of want to see how it reacts through soundtrack.
Yeah, but the thing is eventually you're going to have to... You don't want to play the whole thing over and over again when you start getting out into 5-10 minute songs. Definitely want to pull and see if I can get some of my old stuff, which actually reminds me, we may need to go. Would you do me a favor and see if we can save what you have right now? Because if I can't save it on this, I have to go find the other card quickly. Do you know how to save?
Go on to that, please.
Well, maybe you can make a bunch of 20s. You know, stack them on top of each other. It'll make them louder. Right there. Well, let's make this and then you can just delete the other ones. Oh. Not. That was kind of interesting. There are definitely some fun and cute little pieces in this. Actually, why don't you just take like 74, 75, 76, 77 and put them all in a row? They kind of sound like a whole piece.
I was thinking of doing something like
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I think that's good.
Okay. Let me save mix. If it doesn't save, that means I have to go find another memory card. So hopefully. Title.
Technoghouly. So that's kind of how it feels like that undead Electro. Come on. Towards the end.
There may not be enough letters to do that. That's one of the shortcomings of the program, is that you have a very limited song title and author name. I think we'll be lucky to get Electroghouly in, but
maybe Electro goes.
Electroghoul.
Actually, Technoghouly.
Okay.
It's got that kind of undead, creepy kind of sound, but it's also got that techno kind of, like, tricky kind of thing.
Hopefully I can do this within the limited amount of space.
Techno is smaller than that.
That's Technoghoul. One thing I can do though. I won't spell ghouly in the Groovy Ghoulies form, but I'll get it out. Okay? Would you like an I or a Y ending on Technoghouly?
I like Y. It reminds me of Maggie. So, just a little chump. She actually kind of looks like a seal.
Oh, author. And we'll put Firecat.
Firecats. You haven't seen any of my PlayStation stuff. Might not notice. See you notice. There's likely to be watching this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know. This is a music-related program that's on my computer. I would guess maybe.
The signal dropped off, so I have to move the mouse around.
Thank you.
Don't scream, honey. Okay, so we're gonna exit. Oh, hold on. Let's hear it one last time.
Okay. And then I think we're gonna have to drop off.
Well, would you like to hear it?
It's got that kind of wrote the ending on it.
Works
Kind of
really
sounds
well.
like it blanked out.
I like it, kiddo. Good job.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe we should do a music video for her.
I think at this point, I think we can say goodnight then,
Yeah.
or goodbye. Thank you for having watched. It's been a pleasure showing you Ejay's Club World on Lucrative Gaming.
Ding.